So a new biodiversity report from the UN reveals nature is in more trouble now than any time in human history, with extinction looming over 1 million species of plants and animals. The report says species are being lost at a rate tens or hundreds of times faster than in the past. Wow. More than 500,000 species on land lack sufficient habitat for long-term survival and are likely to go extinct, some within decades.
Yeah.
Wow.
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 At our
Extinction
hands.
is not a new process.
Wildlife.
Yeah.
But that much extinction.
Yeah,
That's
and it's at our
scary.
hands, basically.
It is that 26 species every day disappear from the face of the earth.
Get out
everyone.
here.
26
Wow.
birds, plants, animals, insects. The thing that I think is interesting is how we refuse to recognize our part in it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
the
just
Tyrannosaurus Rex was at one time like the greatest hunter that ever existed. Now it's in a museum, and I'm afraid black men are going to be in that too.
Oh,
I am. It makes me sad because I think that there are things that we are used to seeing coming up missing.
Yeah.
We're used to, and I think that you can look at something that was as ferocious as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he ain't here anymore.
Yeah.
So you got to believe that you got to believe that you're human. You got to believe that things can happen to you.
That's true.
I do, but I think at the end of the day, our willpower, if it comes down to that or that, I think that we have the ability to rise up.
We better.
Yeah. I mean,
But I think that's true in both cases. When you look at the amount of plastics in the ocean that is suffocating, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's the same true when you look at the number of names of young black men who are being killed in the streets.
That have been
you know,
suffocated.
and we're not doing anything. I think both of them are
because
lives right
the
now.
temperature, like anything else, what happens to people is that you don't think it's happening when it is.
Right.
That's
you
the
don't
issue.
Think and you don't think it's happening when it is. We're not uncomfortable with seeing things disappear. Virtually every to declare a species extinct or in danger, virtually everyone. Unnatural predation, the disruption of their habitat, large percentage of males being killed in captivity. Virtually everyone that exists that predates a species being extinct, we're in right now.
Yeah.
Everyone. No climate, like natural, like they don't make the environmental change they need to make. So virtually everyone that exists when a species starts to not be as viable anymore is starting to happen now.
Yeah. It's very sad. So researchers say hickeys sparked an idea to create a device to help prevent botched injections. Now, hickeys increase the diameter of the veins in the neck up to a third, making veins easier to locate. The Vacuderm is a new creation that's worn like a wristwatch, and once it's tightly fastened, a clinician pushes the pump at least 10 to 15 times, causing the patient's veins to enlarge, and so the needle can be inserted as normal.
I don't know if it causes botched injections, but it make you wear a sweater and a turtleneck in the summer.
Well, I have that issue whenever I
Right.
go to have my blood checked, or if I need it drawn for any reason, or if I get, because I like to get like the vitamin drips, they can't find the veins. So now they're saying there's this device that will act like, I guess, another human being putting a hickey on your arm, basically.
And that's
to
the story
locate
you're
the
sticking
vein.
with, huh?
That's what I'm going to stick to.
I'm gonna need
Go
a
with me,
link to
Megan.
that article.
Go with me.
Why just not ask someone to put hickey on?
Okay.
Get a hickey first, then go do,
Where you been? I was getting my blood.
Yeah.
Getting the
Little
vitamin.
passion mark.
Don't worry about
time for my annual physical, I mean. So a man who was 50 years old, he was in Mexico, had to be rescued after he accidentally trapped himself in a hole that he dug to spy on his ex-girlfriend.
Yep.
And he was in violation of a court order that he was supposed to stay away from her. Now, the woman told police that she heard scratching noises all night, but she thought it was her cats. But when the sound grew louder, she investigated and found her ex, who was intoxicated and severely dehydrated.
How long was he stuck in there? He was
That's
still
hilarious.
intoxicated?
That'll hold your ass.
Thought it was a
in the
cat
world?
until he started yelling, "Hey, Tina!"
You know I'm in here.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
I can't breathe.
Like, who does that?
Oh my God.
Like, who does that?
Love will make you do some crazy things.
I'm sure
It'll
you
make
probably
you
have
do
some crazy stories about things that guys have done.
Yeah,
right?
I have a few.
That's what she said. I'm gonna give me a preacher. Somebody go, nah, I ain't going through this.
But to pray these
I
days.
need Jesus.
Somebody
on
can
my
act
side.
right.
Can't just speed past that.
What's the craziest thing?
Yeah.
Somebody broke into my hotel room and filled it up with flowers, and then was someone was passing letters underneath my door, and I was like, okay, maybe it's someone that works on the staff, so it's not. I wasn't too
Right,
freaked out.
right.
But then someone broke into my hotel room and filled it up with flowers. And that was
that's-
really creepy. That scared me.
Well, you know you had to be rich because you got flowers to cost. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
$100 flower.
How about the party broke into the hotel room?
Yeah, but party broke
That's
into
horrible.
that.
I get that part.
Yeah, that's horrible. But I want to know how much money he was making. to
You
get
were
all the flowers.
slightly impressed?
No. Well, I was dating someone, so I was like, oh.
You thought it was
And then I
him.
saw the card. I was like, oh my God.
Has there ever been a situation where it's like, yeah, this is creepy, but at the same time, like, I gotta respect the thought you put into this?
No.
Sort of.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm gonna go
Only
with
to do with
no.
Asperger's syndrome would answer that. So you had a bunch of flowers,
Yeah.
and was your boyfriend? He was very mad that somebody did that.
Actually, I didn't even say anything. I just moved hotel rooms and like left it in the past and just was like,
And
let
some
me
old
just-
lady came in. They love me. Who's in all
Yeah, I
the
was
lilies?
like,
Yeah, that's not. No.
Yeah.
No.
Francisco
I had
was
somebody
mad.
who left chicken seed on my car one time.
Chicken
What is
seed?
chicken
Yeah.
seed?
Chicken seed.
Well, because he
Why?
said I was a chicken because I wouldn't give him a chance. So he thought he was feeding me. I thought
Oh,
it
a
was,
chicken head.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, not a chicken
no.
head.
Oh.
He wanted to date me, but I wouldn't call him back, and so he left chicken seed on my car.
Oh, okay.
See, now he's a
Coward.
chicken seed for leaving chicken
Right.
seed on your
How
car.
about that?
I mean, at least,
Weird.
at least he had an element of humor to
Yeah.
it.
That's no
Yeah.
humor.
It
in
was
that.
ironic.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Only
it was
you would say
ironic.
that. Not ironic.
Hello,
It
my
was
little
crazy.
parakeet. I think what was the crazy? I was in Anchorage, Alaska, and I was playing a gig, and the phone kept ringing, and then somebody would knock on the door, and then the phone kept ringing, somebody would knock on the door, and I called security, and I go, "Hey man, somebody keeps knocking on my door and ringing the phone." So they hid by the end of the door,
Right.
hallway.
Right.
And sure enough, somebody came and knocked on the door, and they arrested her. There was this big woman, and she had a hatchet in her purse. Now,
Oh my
no.
God.
now, I don't know if it was for me or just they carry hatchets in Alaska.
Well,
And two things impressed me at that very moment. Two things.
All right.
One is this woman had that kind of stick-to-itiveness, and two is she didn't send me a room full of flowers because she could have had me. You got to threaten me with
That
a-
would have been it?
yeah, what size purse
You
you have to
gotta
keep a
look at me.
hatchet in
Yeah,
it?
she said, hey, man, I'll put
Cut
the
your foot
hatchet
off.
away. Can I come in?
If you wanted it that bad, come on, get this. Stop playing with yourself.
I'm gonna go with no. It's so crazy out there now. You never know what
It
to
really
People are
expect.
crazy.
They are
In
crazy.
real life.
I think I had a stalker once.
You did.
I did. No,
What
I
would
did.
make you think you did?
Because like it was like she was literally calling me people exaggerate when they say it's like literally every 10 minutes she would call me every 10 minutes. And
That
it's
wasn't
like,
your mother?
No, it wasn't mom.
Okay.
Jesus, it was someone from college.
But what was she saying when she called you?
She would just say like, "Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?" That was it for like the first couple of days, and she's like, "So that's it? Like you like that's it?" And I'm like, "We didn't really do anything." And she's like, "Okay, fine." And then she calls me back later. She's like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," and that was it. And
Oh
I
yeah.
just
What?
blocked her.
You should went to that part of the story first.
That was definitely a stalker.